Hello, hello everyone. What is up? Josh here. Oh, art and coffee day. Art and coffee day. Got my Java. It's almost gone, but uh, it is there. I've got some water as backup whenever I'm done with the coffee. Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna spend a few minutes chilling and hanging out. I'll let people hop in whenever they decide to show up. Oh man, it's OBS went haywire this morning. I'm really glad that I got to the studio a little early, because yeah, it was a disaster. The OBS stuff, like it. I don't know. I've been having a lot of problems out of OBS lately, and it's on a Mac, and I don't want to lose all of my. I don't want to lose all of my configurations, so I don't want to reinstall it. But I'm thinking I might have to. It's going to be a very chill stream today. So my wife just finished up her summer 1 semester. She has a week off, so we've been... What are up, Miss Namara? Yeah, my wife finished up her summer 1 semester of nursing school. Her nursing program, so she's getting ready to go into summer 2, but she has a week off. So we drank a little last night and watched 28 Days Later. So I'm a little bit of a sleepy boy today. It's also ferry day, so I'm working on a ferry because that sounded hella fun. So that's what I decided to do. And no one can stop me. I'm also breaking Lane's rules a little bit. So the challenge this week was to work with values, not color. I was like, nah. Oh yeah, 28 Days is a great movie. 28 Weeks, also pretty damn good. I used to, a long time ago, with an ex, we always used to take some like Valium and just pass out watching both of those on the DVD set on repeat. So we just wake up to some horrific scene, stoned. It was oh god, that was like 20-ish years ago. I'm confessing to things in front of my children right now. Oh. Moving my stuff a little. Moving all of my stuff a little. Why is that pulling? Makes no sense. Oh, okay, it's because of the other stuff and things. Alright, whatever. I don't think I have enough coffee for today's stream. And the coffee here at the studio is like super old. So I don't want to use that. I am also excited for 28 Years Later. That's why. So my wife has never seen 28 Days Later or Weeks, and I was like, well, 28 Years Later is about to come out. You want to watch like rewatch 28 Days in preparation? And she was like, I don't know what that's about. I'm like, oh no, we must fix this. So we watched it. Seeing Jim wake up in the hospital, I was like, yeah, The Walking Dead stole this trope from them. And Frank. Yeah, that was a pretty brutal reunion scene. Ugh. Yeah, we need to watch 28 Weeks Later tonight, probably. I didn't realize how horrible the audio quality of 28 Days Later was. Like, it's got the whole, like, completely unlevel audio through the whole movie, so it's like super loud action scenes and you can't hear the dialogue. That was a little frustrating. My kid's just being loud. Oh. It says I've been... Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been streaming but not live on this. So streaming but not broadcasting for like 20 minutes. Just trying to keep things on a little bit of a timeline. So I've actually set today's like talking point. You got a notification. What'd you get a notification about? I don't know. I'm lost here. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Let's see what we got here. So if you look down here, this layer, oh, because you're a subscriber. That's awesome. So I started drawing on the background layer here because I have a paper background layer. I always have a paper background layer. So I had to copy it and trace everything. I've learned some new tricks in the Procreates. So one, Namera, you will appreciate. So you know that stray mark that you had? So if you set up the correct shortcut, which I use this one right here, so Command plus touch, if you hold that down, it will let you highlight all of the areas that you're touching into whatever layer, and then it will let you pick the layer that is on so that you can erase that stray mark. So I'm holding down the little square over here in the corner and sliding my finger across whatever layers, and now I'm on the layer that I was touching. So that stray mark with those 50 layers you can get rid of pretty easily, right? You can also isolate a layer by holding down on the checkbox, and it'll hide all of the other layers except for that one. And you hold it down again on the checkbox, and it gets rid of all of the isolation. Learning all of the tricks and stuff. Oh. I wonder if that... Yeah, it works with my keyboard. Cool. All right. What are the dots for? You'll have to expand your dots into actual words.
Your head. Your whole body.
There it goes. All right. Oh, that's actually something I wanted to do before I get too far into this. Let's take versatile wash version. I really want this whole thing to be a lot darker. No, Lane wanted me working on value studies this week. So I've been doing value studies, but he was encouraging me to do value studies, like start with values on this piece. Yeah, okay, I can do that. And then I just go straight into color. So I might be making Lane mad. We'll see. I don't think he'll be mad.
Wait, no.
But I do think that I'm breaking things.
You're running.
And before I merge everything down, move my line work layer to something a little bit more friendly for color picking. So that way when it's multiplied onto those layers, palette back out. Let's do. What happens if I do that? What happens if okay. wild animals in the studio. Tell them often not to run around like wild animals in the studio. Oh, a fun color for the hair. Oh, look at that. Okay. Now, merge it all down. Actually, no. Let's do this the right way. There we go. Non-destructive. Oh, thank you. I'll be right back. I gotta make kids not run. And all right. Oh. So now that I've got everything merged down in a super duper sloppy way, let's think about how I want to do this. I want to have my reference pulled up. That's step one. So I'm not starting with the hair, I'm going to start with the light. Just establishing the light. So I've got the wrong reference board pulled up. Alright. I got my new layer, got my palette. So I want a very warm yellow light, and then I'll do cooler greenish shadows. So for the light layer, I'm just going to set it to the screen. Drop it to like 45%. I'm just going to copy the light that I see. Ah, way too big of a brush. I want my all-rounder. I am sort of trying to design these light shapes. I'm okay with all of the light shapes being very hard-edged right now. I'm not worried about blending anything yet. Having my palette established really helps keep my colors figured out. Bigger deal than you might think. Because I hate working and then I'm like, everything, especially on like special layer styles, when all of that stuff gets mixed up or confused, it's a real pain to be like, all right, what was that color of yellow that I was using? What is up, Hope? I am doing well. How are you today?
They don't. Like, I just remember that you gotta hold through it. That's not a picture. it. Where's my phone, Graham? TV. I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, I don't know. I found crap. That wasn't me, Daddy. I found crap.
Okay.
I didn't throw it on the ground. I sat on the couch and it was under the chair. When Papa lifted it up, it broke.
Maddox, we warned you when you took the phone case off that you were going to break your phone.
Can we fix it?
No.
There is a way we can.
Get a new phone, which you can save up for.
No, that's like $1,000.
$1,000. Oh my goodness. It's the end of the
It's
world.
over $1,000. I'm never gonna be able to get it done.
Maddox, we warned you. I don't feel bad about that at all.
We can throw this one in the trash.
Better not throw it in the trash.
It's low. It's right for long. Grab it. Put it on the feet. So, like, in the middle, put your eyes out. You know, so you're Upper, need a chair. Get off. Make up description. Sit down. Surprise. You'll only see the broken half on the split. That's awesome. Right? Alright. Yeah. Nope. Fine. I think I'm going with chocolate. It's a different flavor. Yeah, actually I have chocolate in it. Close your eyes and open your mouth for the next 6 minutes. It's gummy here. No! I need gummy here.
My kids, I swear.
I hate gummy. No. Okay. I'm scared.
Oh, I'm painting up the wrong layer. That'll do it.
What's going there? Is it going there? What color did she give you? Aria, what color did she give you? She gave you red. What's going there? I hate those little guys. No. Gummy bear? Want our gummy bear? No. Give me a baby. Since we're on it. Okay. You got our mom. Gummy bear bag. No, seriously.
How do I understand lighting? I don't know. I don't. I think that's the problem. I've been incredibly unsatisfied with a lot of my lighting, and I've found that more often than not, my successful attempts at lighting are completely accidental. In terms of like where the light goes, that's just observing reference of standing form. But in terms of like establishing good lighting, I suck at it. And a few things that Lena has mentioned has made it much easier to get more consistently good results. Like I am starting to understand that like once you've established what your shadow color is, all of your shadows should really be the same color of shadow. If that makes sense. So for instance, I used one multiply layer to establish all of these green shadows. So all of the shadows are a consistent green color of the environment, which really unified everything way better than I expected it to. Because, like I said, I kind of suck at it. Yeah. And then all of my light was the same color too with that screen layer. So all of my light is the same color, and then I make all of my shadows the same color. Not the same color as the light, but like if I'm working with the same colors for my shadows and my highlight consistently, it does make things a lot more unified. That just working with a limited color palette. So this is also from, actually this is from a different piece of art. And then I bumped up the saturation because I'm scared of saturation, so I bumped it up to make it harder. Like I wanted it to be more of a challenge. And so most of my shadows will be the same color. That's what creates the unity. But you'll also get like reflected light sometimes from other things. So be like bouncing some green light into this from those wings. And I will bump up some saturation and some reds in some areas. Like reflected light from her hair will give me some red in the shadows in certain areas around her hair. But keeping the bulk of my shadows the same color should help keep everything looking consistent. And then like subsurface scattering too, so whenever I get in and start really rendering the skin a little bit, I'll have something that are cool. But
Let me look at it.
Maddox is trying to do what? Guys, you're being very loud. Stop. Pick that up. Throw it in the trash. I guess I made a new layer that I just sort of ignored. That's okay. Honestly, the limited color palette is probably my favorite part about what I've learned. Like, this is too much. This is like all of the things. Too many options. Way too many options. Control all of my colors from this little square down here that I've got on a locked layer so that I can't accidentally paint on it. It just, this is based off of a piece of art that I found appealing. So I probably was waving my hand in front of my face, I'm sorry. But this is from a piece of art that I found appealing, so hopefully it's a good starting point for whatever. but being able to get everything I need from just a super limited color palette has been a game changer. And a pretty important part of pulling these palettes, though, is that I am not like color picking from those palettes. I am manually selecting colors and seeing how close they are to the colors from the piece of art. So it is a little more involved, but it's also, hopefully, the intention of that is to train me over time to consistently be able to identify what colors I need in any given piece of art. Yeah. Well, I'm keeping all of my color palettes that I'm making too. Like I'm keeping them all so that, like, once I make it through all of those God, why isn't my brain working today? Once I make it through all of those pieces of art that I was collecting and make a palette out of each one, like, those are my palettes forever. I'm not gonna let them fall into. Ooh, okay. I'm not gonna let them fall into the digital waste bin. Keep them in the sketchbook that I reference whenever I'm starting a new piece of art. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've got. Stop running, stop screaming. Guys, we're not gonna do anything fun if you can't chill out. Oh. I just realized I might not be testing things. Ah, yeah. I'm not muting anything whenever I'm yelling at my kids. Damn. All right. There we go. Now I'm using the auto, and it's a better mic anyway. There we go. Sorry about the noise with the children and me yelling at the children. Yeah, it's on the right layer. No, before I was yelling at my kids, I was going to talk about my my reference library. So I collect lots and lots of art, and I just throw it all onto a pure ref board, and it's usually like separated by artist. But my big pure ref board also has like certain categories in it. So like I've got a whole category that's just for hair, and that's a bunch of Leyendecker and Loish hair samples. So that I've got this reference for the way I want to render hair always handy in my giant inspiration pure ref board. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be talking about stuff. I was supposed to be talking about creative systems today. Like that was the topic of conversation. That's actually something that I find really handy. So I was excited to talk about it. I was like, yeah, we can talk about creative systems today. And, yeah, it's something that I've poured a lot of time into is systems thinking. Redo intro. Yeah. I'm a systems guy. Like, I have my entire second brain inside of Notion. So I took a course a while back called Building a Second Brain by a dude named Tiago Forte. And that's where I get most of my methodology from. And it really does help. Like, I mean, I've got my blog. I've got my social media on Blue Sky. I manage a business, and I have all of these artsy ideas. So it's actually a whole lot to manage. Especially being a dad, so like I have to have a place for everything, and everything must be in its place, or I go freaking crazy. So I have lots and lots and lots of systems that I use, mostly in Notion. And those systems include things like my CRM. So I keep notes on everyone and everything, all of my clients, all of my contacts in general. I have notes for all of my like blog post ideas. I have notes for everything, like literally everything. Everything gets a note. So the way I like to organize things is so I've got well, it's literally Tiago Forte's para system. So you've got projects, areas, resources, and your archive. So the archive is like the coolest thing ever because you literally never have to throw anything away, but you can throw it all into one giant folder that you never have to look at if you don't want to. So having an archive is like really mostly for peace of mind. Even if you never use your archive for like anything practical, having that archive means that you can toss things in there when you're done with them, and if you ever need them again, you can just use search features to pull it back up. It's really not a big deal. Like everyone's like, well, never throw anything away. Well, how do you find it if you put it in there? You don't. Odds are you won't have to find it, but if you do need to find it, all you got to do is literally on Windows go to that big archive folder and hit Control F. And if you're on a Mac, just hit F4 and you can find everything. Everything you need, because it's all there. So I need to move that. My gesture drawing app and my PureRef app are both right next to each other, and for some reason, every time I go to open my PureRef, I open gesture drawing instead. All right, so let's flip this canvas back around. I'm gonna work on her nose and mouth.
Are you in the desert right now? No. Yeah, I want bread. Or you don't have to. Are you still going for the blue things? Blue half purple? Did you leave? Yeah. Why? I had fun. Let's try it. I'm having to wait. It's not big enough. Right. I need one change all the way. Take one more Stop following me. I'm not up the stairs. I jumped out. I'm in the different one. I want to like in back. It's weird. I'm all the way at the table. I'm going down the slide. I have to go down the slide. Here I go. I'm on the slide. Are you climbing up this? Yeah, I'm climbing up. That's funny. That one's like black. Why is it that one a tiny red spike? No, a big. When I saw you just now, were you next to one? I'm so hot. I'm going to go down white and blue spot. Whoa. That wasn't me. Going down white and blue spot. Oh my god, I love this spot. I love this. Oh my god.
Take it easy, Miss Namira. Thank you for tuning in. Hanging out, chatting for a minute. It is appreciated. Alright, so here's before, after, before, after. Oh, it is actually breakish time. Oh. Oh. So, yeah, I've talked a little bit about like the idea of a system that I tend to work with, but I'm going to take a break, and then when I get back, we can actually chat a little bit about how I move from like this crazy structure into actual creative ideas. So yeah, I'm gonna take a few minutes to get up, stretch, clean up some of this big mess, and I'll be back here in just a few minutes, and we'll talk more about systems and stuff and things. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alrighty, and I am back. Let's get this drawing glove back on. Oh yeah. So systems thinking. So systems do not need to be complicated. As a matter of fact, the simpler a system is, the more likely it is to work. So my system is pretty straightforward. I already mentioned that most of my stuff follows like my second brain follows the para system. So projects, areas, resources, and the archive. So there's no, well, there's also the inbox. So I'll talk about that in just a minute too. So I have basically two inbox folders. I've got my Google Tasks. I think it used, yeah, Tasks, because that's the one that links to my calendar. And then I have my Notion inbox, and then my file inbox, which is like my downloads folder. So I guess I have three inboxes that I have to sort. But one of those inboxes, my files inbox, or my Notion inbox, sorry, is where I keep all of my like art ideas, my artsy ideas. That's also where I keep all of my social media or blog article or video ideas for later referencing. And then everything else is set up, like I said, inside of that para system. There is a little bit of confusion as to like what qualifies as an area or a project. So the way I like to think of it is the difference between a project and an area. A project is something that has an end date. An area is a piece of your life that requires like ongoing maintenance. So for me, my businesses are actually in the like areas folder, and then sometimes a project will fall into one of those areas, and that's cool too. That's what it's there for. My son was trying to figure out what his screen time passcode was. Sneaky, sneaky. I have been working with a smaller group of artists, trying to help them establish some good routines around their creative practice as a group, and that's going really well, actually. Like I'm excited for them to really be pushing themselves as a group. Like our reference group is honestly our #1 predictor of future success. Who you spend time with matters way more than most people realize. That's why I'm trying to get my son to understand that same thing. Like who he decides to be friends with will really make a huge difference in his life. But trying to tell your kids anything that actually helps them usually doesn't go over very well. Whatever, Dad. Oh.
Oh, I just figured out another system. I need to. Yeah, tap on the print. That's easier. I'm also printing audience. Wow, is that then wait, Goodbye.
So one of those systems that I use, so for social media planning anyway, I use Notion to plan it, but Publer is the service that I use for publishing. What, dude? Publer is the service that I use for publishing to social media, to Blue Sky, scheduling it out anyway, just so that I can make sure I stay active. But Publer is doing some pretty cool, like, content prompts lately, and they're sending out holiday calendars to help keep things keep people on track with, like, publishing with the holidays, which is cool. It's very cool. It's convenient to have the calendar ready to go and laid out. Specular should be the last thing that I do, but, well, getting too excited. Oh well.
And then when I did that, I already did lunch. Nobody can shake it. Nobody can beat it. Oh, nobody can beat it. I'm going to shake it. I make it all like this.
I do have a tendency to sort of jump around the painting while I'm working. I hear that's sometimes a good thing. It keeps you from bringing one piece of the painting to too much of a finish before the rest of it's actually ready. Where is the darkest color I can use? That's a green. There we go. There's a darker brown. And yeah, let's try. Nah, I don't like that liner. I'll go back and use one of my brushes. So the brush I prefer to use the most is a heavily modified version of the Monero brush 3B. And the other eye is always so hard. This is too dark. And the eye is like shrinking as I work on it, so. Okay. Still not what I want it to look like, but it's actually closer. Closer still. Let's do this. Getting there. Not bad. All right, I can work with that. So the other thing is going to be a little bit of a specular. Ooh, let's give her green eyes. So most of the color happens right in here. Aha, getting feedback. I like the feedback. Even when the feedback hurts, I like it. I'll figure that out later. Oh, it is like coming up on the end. I've made pretty good progress today. I'm happy with that. Cool, cool, cool. What? Okay. That's nice. Huh? We'll see. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. Now getting a lot of great feedback. Mentorships can really push you to think about, well, I mean, that's the point of mentorships, is to get someone to put an eye on what you can't see, and it's really nice to get that. Yeah. It hurts a little sometimes, but it's like the Band-Aid. No, I'm getting a lot of incredibly valuable feedback right now, and yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun fixing the things that I'm struggling with, and that's fantastic news for me. But yeah, quick recap of today. So on this, I just had a lot of fun working with light and shadow and rendering, and systems wise, look into Tiago Forte's Para system if you want a whole lot of really awesome second brain ability. It's really cool. You can apply Para to every single piece of productivity software out there. Like, it's not just limited to someone knocked over my studio light. That makes me angry. My kids are on one today. Brain no worky right now. I need more coffee. That's what I need. So I'm gonna get some coffee at lunch. Lots of caffeine. Yeah. Whatever systems you decide to use, make them simple so that you can stick to them without too much effort. The simpler a system is, the more effective it is. Yeah, that's the stuff and things. But on that note, I'm gonna hop off here and go eat with the family, because I like food. I like food a lot. Yeah, and coffee. Very low energy stream today. I am so sorry. I'm just now realizing how quiet I've been through the whole damn thing. But yeah, thanks everyone who has tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your attention, and yeah, I will see you next time. Until next time, keep drawing, painting, writing, singing, or dancing your hearts out. And we'll talk soonish. I was going to try to film another video, like film a video on demand, but I will not have the time to do that this week. So instead, just visit my website at joshj.blog, and you can check out lots of fun stuff there. Oh, I just realized that is completely off center on my main lower third. And there we go. That's much better. Hey, I got some actual like super positive feedback just now. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat now. I keep getting distracted. Take it easy, everyone. I'll talk soon. Visit my website, sign up for stuff, buy prints if you want, and I will talk at you later.